Batman tells Adam off in Rise of Sin Tzu.
Now you're just a common thug.
Mario and Luigi get itty-bitty in Superstar Saga. And creepy personal hygiene in Bloody Roar 4. Stop your grooming. It's game time. Please welcome your hosts, two people who should not be exposed to direct sunlight, Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Yes, it is a dangerous thing. Welcome to X-Play. On today's show, we have the latest and bloodiest installment of a fighting game that features a giant kickboxing rabbit.
We also have a Batman game that wholly lowered expectations. Batman is actually fun. I know, I can't believe it either.
Plus, because no one demanded it, the return of Frogger.
And an RPG that scores an absolutely perfect 5 out of 5.
And later, we find out what the cool people are really doing.
But we kick things off with Bloody Roar 4, a fighting title that finally has blood in it.
That is right. Even though the game is called Bloody Roar, it's been plasma-free until now, which is not only false advertising, it's completely stupid.
Makes no sense. At last, the blood can flow freely as we review the brand new, mature-rated Bloody Roar 4.
After playing about 1 billion different Bloody Roar games over the years, there are a few things I'd like to get off my chest. 1. We've got lions and tigers, but no bears. Where are the damn bears? Although there do seem to be plenty of beaver shots. 2. Someone get this girl a jacket that fits. 3. What is this supposed to be? A mole? A badger? Or something Richard Gere lost in the 80s? And finally, where's the blood, people? The game's called Bloody Roar, for crying out loud. Let's see the red stuff. Oh, there it is. Never mind. Well done. Unfortunately, copious amounts of blood is about the only thing this game has going for it. Although the voice acting is amusing. She must be using herbal essence. If you've played any of the previous versions of Bloody Roar, you already know the drill. You fight, you change into a beast, you fight some more. Now this is what I call a cat fight. Literally. Most of the fighters are retreads from the older games. There's Alice, the cute little bunny. There's Yuriko, the cute little kitty cat. There's Stun, the cute little bug boy. Okay, you get the idea. You've also got 3 new characters to play around with. Reiji can turn into a big birdie mane. Naji doesn't even turn into an animal, she just changes into a slightly meaner version of herself, which is kind of dumb if you ask me. Finally, you've got this creepy dynamic duo of a big bald guy and a sweet little girl.
No!
Yeah, big guy, can't you at least go behind a car or something?
Not here in the street!
In all fairness, the developer did try to mix things up a bit. For one thing, the health bar and the beast bar are tied to one another more closely now. This is fine if you want to enjoy the ridiculously over-the-top attacks. There's still plenty of that in Bloody Roar 4. But what if you want to use, I don't know, technique? Forget it. Bloody Roar 4 is the ultimate button masher. In the hopes of adding a little more depth to the game, Bloody Roar 4 has a brand new career mode. Now listen to me very carefully. This is the worst career mode ever put into a game. It's boring with a capital S-U-C-K-S.
Don't tell my mommy, okay?
It's safe to say that the Bloody Roar franchise has gotten a bit long in the tooth. Long in the tooth, get it?
What?
I made it funny. It's okay, you can laugh.
I don't understand at all.
Anyway, diehard fans of the series might want to pick it up and then put it right back down again. Everyone else should just stay away. X-Play gives Bloody Roar 4 for the PS2 a 2 out of 5.
Even the anthropomorphic rabbit has lost its charm.
I just never thought killer bunnies could fail to entertain me. Never. But today I learned to never say never.
It's a learning thing. Thanks, Bloody Roar 4. You know, here at X-Play, we have weekly meetings where we assign game reviews to various staff members. Now, sometimes you do get the good games.
Yeah, sometimes you get Barbie Horse Adventure.
But nobody, and I mean nobody, wants to review a superhero game.
I'll give you 3 reasons why. Aquaman, Superman 64, oh, and Batman Dark Tomorrow.
Now, as you'll see, eventually someone has to do it. Here's a review of Batman: The Rise of Sin Tzu.
All right, finally we've got Batman: Rise of Sin Tzu. Now, Matt, I know you're busy working on stuff, and Carrie, you've always got stuff to do, and Tish, you've got too much stuff on your hands, so I guess that leaves Adam. Looks like you've already finished the assignments we gave you, so it's all you, buddy.
No, I hate superhero games. I did Aquaman. These suck.
Heartless bastards!
Adam, you like wearing tights and capes now, but you play a superhero game.
Yeah, I got stuck with Batman Rise of Sinsoo. Sinsoo is this guy. He's a new mysterious villain that we've never seen before.
And I shall be the victor.
You were once a great strategist, Sinsoo, but now you're just a common thug.
And there are a ton of thugs to beat up here. Punch them, kick them, smack them, and you gotta do it over and over and over again. The battles are long, and if you hate repetition, then this game is not for you. Sure, the game is simple, but few games get the beat-em-up genre right. Surprisingly, the controls are responsive, and there's tons of combos.
Huh, this isn't that bad. What's that sulfur smell?
And you don't have to be Batman. There's Robin.
Mr. Face, meet Mr. Fist.
And here's Nightwing. He used to be Robin, but he got tired of being a sidekick.
Take that!
And finally, here's Batgirl. She's pretty flexible. Let's have her do it again. As you complete levels, you can buy new moves or items. I think I'll get the overhead hammer. Let's see it in action. If you're lonely, grab a friend. Two-player cooperative gameplay is pretty cool, too.
So how you doing there, buddy?
Besides beating the living crap out of these thugs, you gotta save civilians and defuse bombs. But be careful, there's a time limit, which can sometimes be a bigger obstacle than the bad guys. Work your way through some of the initial battles, and you'll have to duke it out with some of Sinsoo's cohorts, like Scarecrow. He's a well-known Batman villain from the comics. And so is the fat pink Michelin Man wannabe called Clayface.
I'm ready to kick some serious butt.
If you want to practice your moves, take a break from the story mode and try the challenge mode. You can face off against another player or try and defeat a bunch of thugs within a short time period. Huh, you know what? I didn't get the short end of the stick this time.
Ha! The game wasn't that bad, Mr. I Have to Review Fugitive Hunter. And you who made me play the game.
Batman Rise of Sinsoo is a decent superhero game. It's not really complex and it can be a little repetitious, but there are a lot of options. And if you like to kick ass, it serves its purpose. X-Play gives it a 3 out of 5.
I needed that.
So the villain Sinsoo was created for the game by artist Jim Lee, who just finished one of the most successful runs on the Batman comic book in the Dark Knight's entire history.
And this is one of the most successful Batman games since Batman for the Nintendo Entertainment System, which came out in 1989.
That, my friends, is sad.
Up next, some amphibians shouldn't come out of retirement in Frogger.
Can you imagine what life would be like without the internet today? I can't. In fact, here's a website that could quite possibly change your life. It's freecreditreport.com, the fastest, easiest, most convenient way to instantly check your credit report, and it's free. Good credit is one of the most valuable assets you can have in life. Qualifying for the lowest available interest rates can save you a lot of money. So log on to freecreditreport.com. Make sure your credit report is accurate before you apply for a home loan, a car loan, or even credit cards. Log on to freecreditreport.com today to see what's in your report, who put it there, who's been looking at it, so you can make sure everything's accurate. It's that simple and it's free. So join the millions of Americans who have already logged on to freecreditreport.com. Stay on top of your credit and change your life. Log on now.
freecreditreport.com.
3 people are staying at the same 3-star hotel in identical rooms. But one of them is paying 40% less. Can you guess who? Priceline has the guaranteed best prices at top-of-the-line hotels. You choose the price, neighborhood, and a 2, 3, or 4-star hotel, and they'll find it. You'll save up to 40% off Expedia and Hotels.com. Top of the line, guaranteed best price. Priceline Hotels.
Toyota is the best-selling car brand in America.
Get out.
Camry, Corolla.
Sports cars, sedans.
Don't forget the Matrix.
Hybrids. I want a Camry.
And Toyota makes 9 different cars.
Choice is good.
And 6 of them start at under $20,000.
Nice.
What's another one? Solara.
Oh, yeah.
Toyota has a great car at a great price, just for you.
The stage is set. The players are ready. And weeknights at 11, the battle begins. Don't just watch X-Play and Unscrewed. Play along live with Tech TV's Hyperactive. To play, register at techtv.com/hyperactive. Then watch X-Play and Unscrewed weeknights beginning at 11. Log on and play. Answer the questions, chat with other players, win cool prizes, and look for your name on the leaderboard live on TV. Tech TV Hyperactive, coming soon to Tech TV.
Now loading, it's Adam Setzler and Morgan Webb.
Welcome back to X-Play. It's now time for Trip Down Memory Lane.
Oh yes, back in 1981, a big green pixel hopped across a road and into our hearts. And then it was crushed to death.
And that pixel's name was Frogger.
Okay, now since then, we've seen the hapless amphibian return in Frogger's Adventures.
Frogger Advanced.
Frogger 2, Swampy's Revenge.
And Frogger Beyond. Beyond what, I ask you?
Oh, beyond boredom. Oh. Here's our review of Frogger's Adventures, The Rescue.
Let's face it, who gives a crap about frogs? As Konami resuscitates another tired franchise, we scratch our heads and wonder whether or not some slimy things should just be left in the bogs of yesteryear. The barely beating heart of Frogger's Adventures is found in the shallow reaches of the story mode.
All we have to do is find Dr. Frog, right?
Most of the inhabitants of Firefly Swamp have that anesthetized Barney-like permagrin pasted on their green mugs.
I brought you a special little something from my trip.
This, of course, reflects the game's target audience.
Mr. Frogger, sir, can you hear me?
Let's face it, the story in this game would insult the imagination of even the smallest of game-capable children. One weird cutscene follows another with random characters flying in and out, performing odd tasks that really have no bearing on gameplay. What's this strange frog in a frog saucer doing? The game's space is really a forward and back grid. Side to side, watch the bee, avoid the robot, stick out your tongues. The controls took some getting used to. Since Frogger only super jumps 2 spaces forward, he must be put in the direction he will go with the shoulder buttons. On time-sensitive traps, this will definitely rub your rhubarb the wrong way. Boss fights displayed a Pennsylvania Dutch-like simplicity, revealing an extreme lack of imagination. You won't find any special moves or power-ups here. What you see is what you get when you finish a level, and you simply move on to the next one. As the candy-colored Save the Swamp mission gives way to the candy-colored Kidnapping mission, you'll move Frogger into some familiar story territory. Check those grill marks that truck just left on young Frogger's back.
Don't tell me you've been taking it easy the whole time I've been gone.
We say ditch the story and just let Frogger free in his old inner-city turf. Frogger's Adventure is kind of like that Cracker Jack puzzle where you push little tiles around until they form a picture of something. At times, some of the puzzles were charming and challenging. We give it a 2 out of 5.
The frog can't catch a break.
After a while, you have to ask yourself, why keep crossing the road when I'm only going to die horribly trying?
Frogger is like Sisyphus. He's destined to fail, and yet he keeps on keeping on.
Kind of like us.
Exactly like us.
Go Frog.
Coming up, Morgan goes undercover to find out what the cool people are doing.
I don't know about that new coffee house. Roswell, New Mexico, 1947, UFO wreckage is discovered and seized by military personnel. It is speculated that the alien technology recovered has been applied to modern-day innovations. To this day, the government denies any existence of alien technology.
Financing available on Alienware Systems.
If you're a business migrating to IP telephony, you might think you need one of these to scrap the old and schlep in the new. But not in the state of a bike. Here, your IP rollout is smooth sailing. With our technology and services, you keep what you have. The forklift stays parked. Come on, you're a business. Do what 90% of Fortune 500 companies do. Reach a via a higher plane of communication.
Well, that's it. Thank you, everyone.
Really great loan offers. Remember, no points.
Okay.
Bye.
We'll let you know.
I think we got some pretty good mortgage offers there.
Yeah. Of course, we still need to pick a realtor.
The realtors. Sorry about that, guys. Hey, we got a 4-bedroom.
Now you can find a mortgage and a realtor all in one place. At LendingTree.com, you fill out one form and choose the mortgage and the realtor that's right for you. LendingTree.com.
If you have a mobility problem and pre-qualify for a power chair, we'll deliver a new Hover-Round to your home. That's right. Unlike other mobility companies that offer deals too good to be true, our offer is straightforward. If you pre-qualify, we'll deliver a Hover-Round. At Hover-Round, we manufacture power chairs in the USA. Our complete line of power chairs and motorized scooters are the most comfortable, and they're built to last a lifetime.
Oh, I love it. It's best thing since legs.
If you have Medicare or private insurance, our mobility specialists will come to your home and evaluate which Hover-Round is best for you. Over 30,000 doctors have prescribed Hover-Round power chairs, and in most cases, the costs were 100% covered.
It didn't cost me one single penny, and I now have my Hover-Round.
Why settle for a generic when you can own the name brand, a Hover-Round, for little or no money out of pocket? Call now to see if you pre-qualify.
Back with a vengeance, it's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
But it's a soft, friendly vengeance. Welcome back to X-Play. In our continuing series, X-Play Investigates, we delve deeper into the issues that affect today's gamer.
On this show, we take a closer look at a question that has plagued us since the first nerd picked up a joystick. If those of us who like video games, or anime, or comics, or sci-fi are dorks, then what are the cool people doing?
To find out, we had to send the coolest member of the X-Play staff undercover.
And that was me.
Hey!
What? Freaks, nerds, geeks. As Huey Lewis prophetically stated, it's hip to be square. But, as anyone who has spent time with a gaming geek can attest, you can only banter about technology for so long.
Now, if you want to use per pixel shading, it's kind of a trade-off, because if you use it, then you can't use quite as many polygons. Otherwise, the frame rate will slow down. Either you want the artistic side, or you want a technical merit that you can really impress with their graphics engine. Now, when talking about the frame rate specifically, there's a whole other level. Wait, I forgot to talk to you about Vertex Shaders.
With so many forms of entertainment and leisure time dominated by tools, nerds, and complete dorks, one question inevitably arises. What are the cool people doing?
For the answers, I went straight to Tech TV's cool expert, Chris Leary.
So, Chris, how long have you been cool?
Most of my life, really. I mean, I was always the kid who knew the trends before everybody else. As a matter of fact, here's an example. Remember pegging your jeans in the 80s?
Yeah.
I did that one early in my career. Also wore members-only jackets, hyper-color clothing. I believe I was the first one to actually realize the potential of a hat that dispenses beer during sports events.
Wow, that is quite a legacy. So, what's the secret to cool?
Oh, it's easy. All you gotta do is do the exact appropriate thing all the time.
But what determines what's appropriate?
Well, whatever's cool at the time, that's what's appropriate. Of course, whatever's appropriate at the time, that's cool.
So it's like a Zen thing.
Yeah. You've always got to focus and constantly keep clear of everything that is uncool.
Ooh, looks like my games are in.
I'm sorry?
Well, I have my Palm Pilot set to beep when my new games come in, because, you know, some of them are on back order.
Okay, I believe this interview is over.
Wait, no,
Don't
wait.
touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me. No, I'm sorry, don't touch me.
Okay, time for plan B, infiltration. The only way to truly see what the cool people are doing is to become one of them. Day 3, have spotted the cool kids. We'll attempt to make contact. What's up? What's up?
You cool?
I'm cool.
Cool.
I had gained their trust. I attempted to learn more about them, only to discover a horrible truth.
So my last exhibit was very successful.
So I was talking to Jason, and he said Tracy was wearing the same shoes as me.
Some semi-nudes, some fully clothed.
And then he said he thought she said she hated me, but he's wrong because I said that I hated her, and then she thought that he hated her.
And I don't know about that new coffee house. It's kind of a chain, and they don't sell the Village Voice there.
So I was just like, oh, whatever.
And I don't know where I'm gonna get my movie reviews. Yeah, she's into me.
Definitely.
Yes, gentle viewer, the cool people are as boring as us.
It turns out geeks aren't boring because they're geeks. It's just people in general. At least when I'm bored with Adam, I get to shoot things in the head.
Good job.
It gives a whole new meaning to the phrase, hitting the bottle.
It's lines like that keep us from being the cool people. Webb, thank you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I just got a limited edition transformer from eBay that requires my attention. It is called Unicron, and it transforms into a planet.
Ooh.
What's the latest from Gateway? It's our cool new notebook with an Intel Pentium 4 processor for only $899.99. That's right, it might just be time to get into a smart Gateway notebook. This one's got all the power of a desktop and the space-saving portability of a laptop. It has a CD burner DVD combo drive and 256 megabytes of RAM, all for under $900. Call 1-800-555-2081 to save $250 on a great Gateway notebook.
Hey, listen, I'll call you back.
I hope you don't mind.
Mom, there's this sign in our yard that says room for rent.
Yeah, that's right, honey. This wireless bill is so out of hand, I had to get your roommate.
Oh, hi.
No, dear, that's your brother's roommate. Yours is...
Okay, that wing of the house is closed.
Is your wireless plan costing you a fortune? Well, then take your number to T-Mobile, where families talk free. T-Mobile Family Time Plan, just $49.99.
T-Mobile, get more.
We were over our heads in credit card debt and looking for a way out.
A number of companies said they would help us, but they were only interested in charging huge upfront fees and putting us further into debt.
Credit Guard of America was different.
Credit Guard of America won't put you further into debt. As a nonprofit service, we've helped thousands of people for over 11 years. We work with you and your creditors to reduce your monthly payments so you can get on with life.
Credit Guard of America cut my monthly payments in half.
They cut my interest rate from an average of 23% to 8%. Some even went to 0.
I'll be out of debt in 4 years instead of 20. Credit Guard of America saved me over $13,000 in interest fees alone.
Call now to reduce your monthly payments. Cut the interest rates on your credit cards by up to half and get your unsecured debt paid off years earlier.
Don't you owe it to yourself to work with a real nonprofit service? Call now to find out how to receive a free credit report. Certified counselors are standing by.
Call 800-213-4632.
The are back!
Pringle, Pringle, show us what you got.
And you can bowl them right down Santa Claus Lane. Tech TV presents Super Elf Bowling. Download the game now and go for the perfect score. Super Elf Bowling. It's all new and available only at techtv.com and nstorm.com.
Now available for all consoles, it's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
One hearty welcome back to X-Play.
Oh, it's been an amazing year for role-playing games, and most of them have been on the Game Boy Advance.
Now, who would have thought that a handheld would give us flawless RPGs like Golden Sun, The Lost Age,
Final Fantasy Tactics Advance,
and now the superb Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Here's our review. Tired of the young boys, the epic quests, the singing? Well, grab your Game Boy Advance because the ambassador from the Bean Kingdom has stolen Princess Peach's voice and replaced it with a litany of explosive icons. In need of a less incendiary damsel to capture, Bowser must team up with Mario and Luigi to rescue Peach's dulcet tones and return her to the art of non-lethal conversation. It's an adventure that takes them to Hoo Hoo Mountain, Stardust Fields, Tee Valley, Bean Airport. Yeah, if you couldn't tell, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga is a little offbeat. Okay, it's really off the wall. When you play it, you can't help but wonder how exactly did the developers come up with this?
Huh, what do you think this interesting fungus is?
I don't know. Let's try it.
Then we'll have them go to Bean Land and climb Hoo Hoo Mountain.
Yeah, let's do that. Right after the air stops breathing.
Well, be thankful someone forgot to close the doors of perception because Superstar Saga is great. It plays like a simplified role-playing game. You control Mario and Luigi, who are inextricably linked together, and their fraternal unity allows them special skills and moves, like jumping high and jumping far. The Italian Stallion double team action also extends to battles, where the pair can use each other to execute a host of creative attacks. This is where the game really excels. The battles are fast, and because carefully timed button pressing can yield greater damage or let you dodge an attack, spanking colorful cartoon butt here tends to be a whole lot more engaging than in your average RPG. Now, while aggressive jumping never gets old, it's the entire package that makes Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga such a treat. The typical RPG quests in the game feel fresh, because the animation and screwball story is just so unique and inventive. If you need to shed a tear when playing your RPG, then Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga may not be for you. But for everyone else, this lighthearted, fast-paced, and thoroughly offbeat romp for our favorite pipe-laying heroes is just what the plumber ordered. A 5 out of 5. Wow! See, I'm like Mario.
I love
that. They're just such a fun brotherly pair. Now, the GBA really does lend itself to this kind of in-depth play because you can level up on the bus, or the airplane, or the bathroom on the bus or the airplane.
That's gross, but true.
All right, and now with that, we move on to viewer mail. Now, today's email is from the unfortunately named Balmung. That's really unfortunate.
Yeah, why
He chose
did you do that?
All right, he writes, in the review of Conflict Desert Storm 2, Back to Baghdad, for the Xbox, you said that you can input custom soundtracks. Now, how do you input your own songs? Is this feature only for the Xbox? Yes, it is. Yes, it's because the Xbox has a hard drive and it's the only place to store the music.
Right, you put your CD in and then you can load the music onto your hard drive and then you can play with your own music in certain games like Tony Hawk Underground, there's True Crime Streets of LA. It's a bunch of games.
Yeah, I think the DOA games. I know Beach Volleyball. I believe DOA 3 as well. Remember, it's only those games, and it's really easy to do. But if you got another console, turn your stereo up really loud.
That works. And turn the volume on the game down.
Yeah.
You don't have to listen to the crappy music they always put in there.
Yeah. Bye.
gentlemen, please welcome the master of